As the Department of Library Science is conducting with the support of EMRRC Dr. BRAOU live teleconference on the topic publication ethics. This topic is related to BLSC students and M.LISc students, research scholars, and also those who are interested to publish articles and books and other things, the publishers. Today we are having in our studio two experts in this regard, Dr. 𝗪𝗻𝗺 Garu, Assistant Professor, Government City College, Nayapul, Hyderabad, and another one is Dr. Nagaraju Garu, Government Degree College, Miryalaguda, Nalgonda district. Sir, 𝗪𝗻𝗺 sir, can you elaborate what is publication and what are the basics required for the publication?
Actually, this competitive world, that we can say that publications and perish is very common. The importance, the intention of the publication itself, to know the new knowledge, to know their project, because the research scholars and academicians, the scientific community, after completion of their project, after completion of their research work, they are going to publish their particular domain. These particular articles, these particular journal articles which are published in the various reputed journals in their particular domain. This automatically help us to know what are the latest development in the field of their particular field. That means young research scholars, or we can say that academicians, or we can say that teachers and faculty members, or we can say that students, they are going to know that what is happening their particular area, what are the latest development in that particular subject, or we can say that particular field. Usually these particular publication is required for the ethics are very important to the any publication, whether these publication manuscript is having a specific integrity, or having a accountability, or we can say that the honesty, or we can say that this particular manuscript is original. These components, we can say that these components are very common to the nowadays. And also the basic components, whatever the publication which we are going to publish and repeated journals, one is authorship, that we can say that. Another one is come to the plagiarism, that means your article is having any falsification or fabrication, that means avoiding the duplication or avoiding the plagiarism. So such type of things is basic requirements, whichever the article or whichever the original manuscripts which we are going to publish into the journal or scholarly journal or a scholarly publication, these are the main component for the publication. Especially we can say that research and academic area, the minimum thing is integrity, accountability, honesty, or we can say that originality for those particular publication is mandatory for the publication ethics.
Yes sir, absolutely. To prevent copy paste from other documents or other published works, the Indian government introduced the Copyright Act. Dr. Nagaraju sir, can you elaborate about what is copyright and what is fair use?
Yes sir. Actually, according to Dr. Chegoni Ravikumar sir said, copyright is an important concept in publication ethics. So what is mean by copyright? Copyright is a legal validity, that means legal aspects given to the original author, whatever it may be, who is the original writer or who is the original producer of that content, he is treated as original author. So what the copyright is giving rights on issues, on reproducing the content or rewriting the content, so whatever it may be, that all the rights is given to the writer only, first writer only, that is the copyright. And in publication ethics we have to follow the fair use of every content, whatever it may be created by the writers. So that is, sir.
I'll extend to the with the permission of the chair, and also the copyright that we can say that exactly in the year of 1957, the intention, not only the author oriented way, sometimes the original author is going to transfer his copyright to the publisher also, because the publisher is supposed to protect their copyright for the without permission. Then that means we can say that without permission of the author utilization, without permission of the publisher utilization, he will protect it. That is the main intention of the copyright. Without giving the permission from the original author or giving the permission from the original publisher, we don't want to take. If we are going to take from those particular content or those particular information, we should be penalized. That is the intention.
ఓకే సార్, మీరు చెప్పినట్టు బుక్స్ పబ్లికేషన్స్లో కాపీరైట్ అనేది కీలక పాత్ర పోషిస్తుంది. యుఎస్ మరియు యూకే లాంటి దేశాల్లో ఒక పుస్తకం రాసినటువంటి ఆథర్ చనిపోయిన రోజు నుండి 50 సంవత్సరాల కాల వ్యవధి ఒక కాపీరైట్ ఉంటే,
60
మన ఇండియాలో ఆథర్ చనిపోయిన రోజు నుండి 60 రోజుల కాల వ్యవధి వరకు కాపీరైట్ హోల్డింగ్ ఉంటుంది. And that means the author can hold the copyright up to 60 years from the day of death.
Yes.
So that is the copyright. If we can use some of the content from those documents or books, we have to take their permission as per the rules and regulations of the Copyright Act.
Obviously.
Yes sir. Dr. Ravi Kumar sir, can you explain what is COPE means? Committee on Publication Ethics.
Yeah, actually this Committee on Publication Ethics, which was established in the year of 1997, the intention of this particular committee is itself, it will provide the guidelines, and the standards for those who are going to publish, or we can say that those who are going to publish their articles in the scholarly journal, or we can say that in academic journals. So it will give the guidance, what is the standard, what is the guidelines. You take example of the one particular article we are going to publish in a standard journal. See, they will ask us for, they will give for the specific guidelines. That means COPE is having a membership for the any academic open journals. We can take the permission, or we can take the membership from the COPE. And simultaneously, what actually it is requirements, this COPE will give us specific that particular document is having an authorship, that means authorship contribution. The second one is peer review. What it is peer review? The editorial board, or we can say that the author book editorial board, or whatever it may be, these all are containing in this peer reviews. The third one is plagiarism. See whether this particular document is having any specific copied from the word copying, or text copying, or phrase copying, or directly or indirectly copying. That it will give the plagiarism. Third one is conflicts of the interest. That means, what is the conflict of the interest? It means the specific author is having any specific interest on the specific area. Like you take example of the author is having any financial burden, the author is having any relation with the other, that we can say that personal. The author is having any professional relation, just like when we are working with the one particular organization, obviously we are going to one particular manuscript is going to publication, means that head of the institution is supposed to put his name, because the professional courtesy, they will ask us, why didn't you my name? They will ask like that, professional. The third one is, the fourth one is, emotions. Sometimes, my friends and my relation, why didn't you add their names in this particular this thing? And the last one is an ideology, that we can say that most probably this is very less, ideology is very less, but above all are definitely it will impact on the 𝗂𝗽𝗱, now key components of the 𝗂𝗽.
Yes, sir. The plagiarism. Plagiarism, a word is came from French word plagiacious. It means in English stealing or thefting.
Yes.
So, someone is picking some work or some phrases or some words from others' work, and that person is showing as their own. So, it is treated as a plagiarism. So, Nagaraju sir,
Yes.
Can you explain about the plagiarism and their type of plagiarisms?
Yes. Plagiarism is an unethical practice. You rightly said it is an unethical practice. What it is means, taking other works, and by taking other works and I claim it as my work myself, and without knowing, is intentional plagiarism is there and unintentional plagiarism is there. That means intentionally I am taking others work and treated as my work, and unintentional, what it means, I am taking others work unintentionally without knowing of my knowledge and claiming myself without rendering them, without citing in publications. That is a plagiarism. Next question, sir.
Now, I'll extend to the Nagaraj sir, because usually in the scientific manner, what we can say that plagiarism which includes published or unpublished, whether it is text, audio, video, or these particular idea without taking permission of the original creator. The original creator, without taking permission of those particular person, we are utilizing without giving the acknowledge, without giving the citation,
Yes.
without giving the proper respect, that we can say that a reference where we are going to publish our information, that we can say that it's a like a plagiarism. Of course, plagiarism, the finding style and all those things we can consider like that UGC having for the thesis and dissertation having a specific rules and regulations for the thesis and dissertations. Some for the supervisors also having some specific rules and regulations, whether those particular research scholar is going to publish, or we can say that publish his thesis and dissertation. I'll tell you, up to 1 to 10% of the plagiarism we can consider, there is no penalty for that, and up to 40% of the plagiarism we can edit it, we can tell them resend your manuscript or resend your thesis or whatever it may be within the 6 months, and come to the 40 to 60% of the plagiarism that we can consider that debar from the some particular time, that we can say that 1 year you are going to submit your manuscript within the 1 year, and above the 60% of the plagiarism, that we can say that the candidate, the supervisor, or we can say that his registration work is going to cancel, because these particular things, of course, this is for the students, this is for the research scholars and faculty members, and sometimes faculty members more than 60% of the plagiarism it will occurs. Next time they won't give the supervisorship for those particular faculty members, and the same thing, the degrees also sometimes is going to cancel for that, and it is applicable for the thesis and dissertations and university level. But when come to the publication of particular journal, we can say that some journals we can say that up to 3% or 10%, or we can say not more than 10% or 15%, because of their editorial policy. Based on that, they will consider this much of similarity is okay, this much of similarity we won't consider. If more than that, they will send it back, and you supposed to submit within the limitation of the period of those particular manuscript, you should resend it or resubmit for those particular journal as per the norms of their particular editorial policy.
ఎస్ సార్, మీరు చెప్పినట్టుగానే యూజీసీ తీసుకున్నటువంటి నిర్ణయాల ప్రకారం ఇంటర్ యూనివర్సిటీ సెంటర్గా ఇన్ఫ్లిబ్నెట్ అనే సెంటర్ని 1991లో గాంధీనగర్ అహ్మదాబాద్లో ఎస్టాబ్లిష్ చేయడం జరిగింది. సో పర్టిక్యులర్లీ థీసిస్ అండ్ డిజర్టేషన్స్ ఏరియాకి వచ్చేసరికి ఎవ్రీ పిహెచ్డి స్కాలర్ ఆఫ్టర్ సబ్మిషన్ ఆఫ్ దేర్ థీసిస్ ఆర్ యూనివర్సిటీ they have to upload their thesis in InflibNet 𝗧𝗏𝗃.
Yes. Yes.
Recently in 2019, to prevent from the plagiarism, the InflibNet Center initiated 𝗧𝗏𝗀𝗁 project or 𝗧𝗏𝗃 database. Under the database, the InflibNet is providing anti-plagiarism tool or software. In 2019, it was called as 𝗂𝗏𝗀𝗀, again renamed as original, now 𝗀𝗵𝗏𝗀𝗃 extreme. So, Dr. Ravi Kumar sir, please explain about the redundant and overlapping of publications.
Yeah, redundant is nothing but the fabrication that we can say that exactly we have to verify that same data, whatever the same data is going to publish in 2 articles, or 1 article is going to publish in 2 journals. That means we can say that it's like a redundant of the information. And overlapping means there is no specific similarities, but it is having strange some, and overlapping of the information is having that particular manuscript, that we can say that overlapping. That means here specific redundant of the rules and regulation for the what we should have actually, there should be similar methodology, how we are going to redundant of this particular information. I am telling one is similar methodology and similar hypothesis or similar topics, or a similar result will come out, and we can say that no new of additional information, and come to the sometimes self plagiarism. We can say that the writer or the author who are going to publish his article is taking the information from his own document or his own research work, own academic work or own scientific work, even though we supposed to give acknowledge to the those particular his self work also, without giving the proper citation, without giving the proper acknowledgement of the self publication also, it will be considered as a self plagiarism. See, these particular redundant of or overlapping of the information that we can consider, it's not a good practicing of the that it's not a good health practicing of the academic environment or research environment.
Yes, sir. Nagaraju sir, can you explain about the plagiarism detection tools?
Yes sir.
What are in open source and what are in commercial mode?
Yes sir. There are various plagiarism checking softwares are available over the internet world, and we have open source softwares are there and proprietary softwares are there. Open source softwares means the source code is provided openly, so that we can freely use those softwares for checking plagiarism and generating plagiarism checking reports. So they are 𝗀𝗵𝗏𝗃 is there, authentication is there, plag check is there, and plag scan is there, 𝗖𝗶𝗶𝗀𝗃𝗁 software is there, and these are the various softwares available. And in open source software we can scan only limited set of documents, we can scan and we get the result, whereas by using proprietary softwares we have to pay for their service and we have to get accurate results with the proprietary softwares. And we also scan multiple documents can be scanned with the help of proprietary softwares.
Yes.
Yes, sir, thank you. So much of hundreds of plagiarism detection tools are there. For in our India, for universities and universities research, they are providing little bit extreme software.
Yes.
Almost more 1160 universities are there in our India, including state universities, central universities, and deemed to be universities. Most of the universities are following implement software and implement services. Dr. Ravi Kumar sir, can you please elaborate about journal impact factor and what is the impact will be shown on academic faculty?
Yeah, obviously, see, general impact factor. Usually here, what is the impact factor? This impact factor will give us to the article or journal. See, impact factor will give us to the journal. The journal means here we can say that measures, or we can say that metrics of those particular document or journal, that we can say that impact factor. Usually measures, that means how many articles are publishing these particular or stipulated period, usually 2 years of the period. How many articles are published? For these article, how many citations are received of this particular tenure period? Based on that, we can say that this particular document is having a impact factor, that we can say that a high impact factor journal, which will use the standard of the academic area, the standard of the scientific area, the standard of the research area. So most of the faculty members, what they feel that their original research work, see, I said that he is getting some pain after his contribution, after his original research work, before going to publication of those particular document, he is having some pain to inputs, to give some diagrams, to give this some picturization and objectives and all those things. He is getting some pain, though he finally is going to complete his particular document, that we can say that these particular standard journals, most of the academicians are interested to the publication of those particular document. And to whom it is really high standard impact journals will help us, means for the faculty purpose, that you can say you can take for the award of their research work, promotion of their academic work, or prestige of those particular author, or prestige of those particular institution, that we can say that this particular university is producing these many articles for these particular years, their particular impact factors of that, we can say that it will show us the standard of those particular institution, the standard of those particular academicians are working those particular institution. That means that general impact factor will impact on the faculty members and simultaneously institutions. That means that institutions and faculty members are going to produce the quality of the work or quality of the research, quality of the teaching for those particular students, that we can say this impact factor will help, impact factor will impact on those particular faculty members. That's why most of the people are interested to publish their documents in the impact factor. Of course, that impact factor there will be nowadays fabricated journals and all those things will coming in the society. Sir.
Yes, sir, absolutely. Nagaraju sir, can you explain about the ethical responsibilities, what are required to publish a document or book or articles?
Yes, sir. Ethical responsibilities as a citizen of India and as a academic person, we have to follow ethicals in publishing. So మనం ఎలా ఫాలో అవ్వాలి ఎథిక్స్ అంటే, మన ఒరిజినల్ డాక్యుమెంట్ ఏదైతే ఉంటుందో సో దానిని మనం ఒరిజినాలిటీని ఎప్పుడు మెయింటైన్ చేస్తూ ఉండాలి. ఇప్పుడు మనం వేరే డాక్యుమెంట్స్ నుంచి వేరే వాళ్ళ వర్క్స్ నుంచి ఇమేజెస్ కానీ లేదంటే టెక్స్ట్స్ కానీ లేదంటే వాళ్ళకి సంబంధించిన రిజల్ట్స్ ఏవైతే ఉంటున్నాయో అవి మనం ఏవి ఎప్పుడు వేరే వాళ్ళ నుంచి తీసుకోవద్దు, కాపీ చేయొద్దు. కాపీ చేయడం వాటిని మనం యూజ్ చేయడం ఎప్పుడు అది అనెథికల్ ప్రాక్టీస్ అవుతుంది, అది ప్లాగరిజంకి దారితీస్తుంది. సో మనం ఏంటి అంటే ఎథికల్ వైల్ పబ్లిషింగ్ వీ హ్యావ్ టు ఫాలో ఎథిక్స్ అండ్ వీ హ్యావ్ టు ఫాలో ఇంటిగ్రిటీ. సో మనం ఎప్పుడైతే పబ్లిషింగ్ చేసామో ఇంటిగ్రిటీ ఉండాలి పబ్లిషింగ్లో. నెక్స్ట్ హానెస్టీ ఉండాలి. తర్వాత ఎలా అసలు ఇంటిగ్రిటీ అంటే ఎలా మనం అంటే ఎప్పుడు ఎవరి వర్క్ని కూడా మనం స్టీల్ చేయొద్దు, దొంగిలించవద్దు. దట్ ఈస్ ద వీ హ్యావ్ టు ఫాలో ఇంటిగ్రిటీ, హానెస్టీ అండ్ నాట్ స్టీలింగ్ అదర్ డాక్యుమెంట్స్ అండ్ use in a similar way.
Can I take this actually for this plagiarism, that we can say that taking the others information, others videos and other text will consider as a plagiarism, will consider as a there will be a penalty, there will be crime and all those things, it will be there. Usually when we are going to prepare a manuscript, when we are going to prepare a document, there will be, as per the norms of the Goud, or we can say that University Grants Commission in the year of 1957, there will be a copyright. So what we should have to take the precautions, preventions to publish a document as per the statement of the Nagaraju sir. So one document is coming into the society, one document is coming into the publication, that means the document should minimum having honesty for those particular his work, the author work. And another one is integrity, accountability, originality, and at most thing is whether these particular manuscript is having specific reason why we are going to, that means objectivity, whether we are taking the objectivities from the others, whether we are taking the text from the others, whether we are taking the videos from the others. At that time, as per the norms, as per the rules and regulations of the document manuscripts, you take example of the APA and 7th edition, whatever the document which we are going to take the or citing the information, we can refer his or name in this particular reference, or you can use the footnotes, or you can say that you should acknowledge or you should respect them whatever the data we are taking from the others, or we can say that information is taking from those particular document, either it is a government document, either it is a personal information, either it is his own information. Earlier we discussed about the self plagiarism and all those things. It's a minimum ethics we should follow for writing a article, publishing a document. And here I'll tell you, see, because based on the standard of those particular, see today everyone he is telling that my article is supposed to publish in the Scopus Index Journal, my article is supposed to publish in Web of Science Index Journal, whether my article is going to publish high standard journals. What is the high standard? What is the ethic? High standard means here the editorial committee is maintaining some standards. What are those standards? Whether we are going to reach or not, whether we are going to reach or not, whether we are going to reach it, your article, your manuscript is going to publication certain period. So the policies, they will mention it, whether specific reference it is there as per the standards, whether specific title will be there as per their standards, whether specific diagrams and all those things it is there as per the standards, whether we are citing the information with specific will be there, and how much of the data we can we can take from the others. There will specific standard will be there. When we are going to follow the specific standard, then only your article is going to publish in their specific standard journals. Here I will tell you, the author, the conflicts of the author, that we can say that really this particular document, really we are going to whom we will give the authorship, means there are plenty of questions, because the original author, he is getting the pain and taking the pain, he is going to publish his original research work, that is good. And co-authors and corresponding authors. Co-authors means, of course, when he is going to preparing a document, preparing a manuscript, they will help him for the input, something like methodology or whatever it may be. They will consider as a co-authors. Corresponding authors means, when he is going to sending the information, sending the manuscript to the publisher, the correspondence will be given to this particular author. Here we will consider who is the leading author, what is his original work. Based on that, we can say that this particular person is having a original, that we can leading author. Remaining people are co-author, they will be considered. And sometimes what happened, they will give the some ghost authors will be there, and gift authors will be there. What is the intention of the ghost authors and gift authors? Means ghost author is nothing but the the person, the author is going to include his name in the manuscripts, but he may not reach his contribution and attribution of the work in his research manuscripts. That we can say that ghost writer. Sometimes when I am working with some research institution, I supposed to be put his head of the institution name, and come to the second one is a gift author. Gift authors means like we supposed to giving the authorship to the some relatives and publication people and nearer people, that we can say that gift author. That means here we can say that sometimes people are interested to give this particular person, we can say that gift author, that we can say that gift author. And most of the authorship, we can say that we will get the acknowledgementship those particular institutions. Sometimes what's happened, that particular institution ethics and rules committee will be there, because that particular institution is supposed to give the clearance from those particular institution ethics and the clearance committee. Then we can acknowledge those particular document to the publication committee. So there are plenty of the issues and ethics, and that we can say that issues will be there for the plagiarism before going to publication of one particular document.
Yes, sir. According to your statement, any person is going to publish a book, they have to get knowledge on what is copyright, what is 𝗂𝗽𝗱 and what are the 𝗂𝗽𝗱 guidelines, then what is plagiarism, then which type of plagiarisms are there, then which type of work he is going to publish. At that time only he can publish a genuine work.
Yes.
Dear students, here we are having two experts discussing on publication ethics. If you have any doubts to ask our experts, please call on 040-23680-456 at a time given for discussion with the students and audience. Dr. Ravi Kumar sir, can you please elaborate what are the indexes and how the indexes are used in journals, and those both are how helpful for the faculty members and research scholars?
Yeah, usually these indexes that we can say that various standard, that means metrics of those particular author, we can say that index will be given to those particular journals. That we can say that WOS, Web of Science Index, and Scopus Index, and come to the Google Scholar Index. WOS, it will give the all disciplines of those particular domain, and it will give the high standard of those particular journals, it will give the impact factor or index will be given to the those particular article. And come to the Scopus index, this will give the as it is like all disciplines, it will give the index to the journal articles, journals and books, profile of those particular author, eminent scholars of those who are going to publish their manuscript in their particular Scopus index journals, and proceedings also they will give the index to the Scopus index. And come to the Google Scholar, it is free, that minimum we can say that all disciplines it will cover, and this particular Google Scholar will generate the item index. And come to the H index and G index and item index. Here the H index, what it is actually based on, what criteria we can say that H index is good or G index is good or item index is good, on what basis we will consider, means the author metrics. Author metrics, we can say that this particular document which is produced from those particular author, we can say that this particular article is having a 10 citations, or this particular author is having a H index citation, this particular person having a G index citation. Actually what it is, H index means in the year of 2005, 𝗳𝗧 he introduced itself in a H index. What it is H index, as per the statement like that measures, metrics, we can say that how many papers are published, that paper is having citation, how many citations are occurred for particular tenure of the period, or 2 years or whatever it may be, that we will consider like this particular article is having a high standard H index for this particular article. Come to the G index, means it is a complementary to the H index. It is high standard for the these particular manuscripts, these particular documents. And sometimes we can say that G2 index. What it is G2 index? The topmost journals, topmost article which is cited by the most of the people in the field of G index, that we can say that G2 index. What it is item index? Item index, it is produced from the Google Scholar index. Any article produced from the one particular author and one particular scientific person, it should be minimum 10 citation should come, that we can say that item index. See what it is actually, these particular why the Web of Science topmost publications, they are giving index for those particular journals, or those particular journals, these H index and item index and G index, why they are giving the specific metrics for the authors, means the standardization as per the norms. We can say that their standard of these particular manuscripts, that we can say that how many people are cited, how many people are visited, how many people are downloaded, how many people are utilized, how many people are referred those particular document, that we can say that based on the statistics, based on the metrics, we can divide it H index and G index and item index. Most of the journals we can feel that my article is going to publish this particular Scopus index and the 𝗹𝗻𝗁 Web of Science index and Elsevier, Voltaire and Kluwer, that we can say that these particular journals are a high standard, having a high indexed, 𝗹𝗻𝗁 indexed, or even a Scopus index, or we can then a Google Scholar index. That's why most of the faculty members or academicians or scientists are willing to publish their documents, their manuscript in those particular standard articles. That's why people, especially academic world, academic area, what they feel in whatever the standard of research work, standard of academic work, standard of we can say that scientific work, most of the people is going to publish their research work in the standard journals. Why? Because my work is original and most of the people should reach it. My work, my inventions, my research work, my academic work should reach to the high standard people. Most of the people should follow, most of the people refer our research work. For how it is going to reach out, how he is going to find the information means, this is the way to publication. This is the way to standard of this particular document in the form of indexes, in the form of H index and I indexes and all those things. The metrics will give nothing but the standard of the author, how many people are visited, and index, the Scopus index will give us the standard of those particular journal. That is the intention of this particular general impact factor, later indexes for the these particular manuscripts and the Scopus index journals.
Okay, sir, thank you. Dr. Nagaraju, sir, can you elaborate about the publication misconduct?
పబ్లికేషన్ మిస్కండక్ట్, మనము ఎప్పుడైతే పబ్లికేషన్స్ని కరెక్ట్ వేలో కాకుండా తప్పుడు వేలోనో ఉపయోగించడం వల్ల పబ్లికేషన్ మిస్కండక్ట్ అనేది చేయడం జరుగుతుంది. సో పబ్లికేషన్ మిస్కండక్ట్ చేయడం వల్ల మనం ఏవైతే ఆర్టికల్స్ పబ్లిష్ చేస్తామో అవి విత్డ్రా చేసే అవకాశం ఉంటుంది. ఆ తర్వాత పెనాల్టీస్ని మన మీద ఇంపోజ్ చేయడం, ఏవైతే స్కాలర్స్ కానీ, ఎవరైతే రీసెర్చర్స్ కానీ, ఎవరైతే అకాడమిషియన్స్ వాళ్ళు ఉంటారో, ఎప్పుడైతే మిస్కండక్ట్ చేశారో అనేది ప్రూవ్ అయితే ఏవైతే ఆర్టికల్స్ ఉంటాయో అవి విత్డ్రా చేయడం జరుగుతుంది. విత్డ్రా చేస్తారు. తర్వాత రిస్ట్రిక్షన్స్ అనేవి ఉంటుంది. సమ్టైమ్స్ పెనాల్టీ మే బీ ఇంపోజ్డ్ ఆన్ పర్టికులర్ ఆథర్స్ ఆర్ పర్టికులర్ రీసెర్చ్ స్కాలర్స్. ఓకే సార్.
ఎస్ సార్. డియర్ స్టూడెంట్, మీకు ఎవరైనా డౌట్ ఉంటే హలో
sir, good afternoon sir.
Yes, tell me.
Sir, myself Ravi Kumar sir from Hyderabad. So I need few confirmations from Ravi Kumar sir, Dr. Ravi Kumar sir.
Okay.
Sorry explaining the good way, but I couldn't get what he says actually. What is the difference between I-10 and also H index, G index? How we calculate H index, how we calculate G index, and how we calculate I index compared to the publication? It's author metric. We are saying author metric. So please explain sir.
Okay, sir.
See, H index itself, those particular author is published how many articles, whether those particular author is published 20 articles or 30 articles or whatever it may be, isn't it? How many citations are occurred for this particular document within the 2 years period, within the 1 year period, or whatever 10 year specific 10 year period, that we can say that high impact factor, high index, high citation will come to those particular H index. H index strongly we can say that not only those particular index journals, H index will give to the Web of Science index journals and also Scopus index journals, Google Scholar index, because the H will gives to the standard. That it obviously we can say that metrics of those particular author. H index is nothing but the number of citations will come to those particular manuscript, that we can say that H index first. The second one is G index is complementary of the H index. Also we can say high standard articles, most of the people are citing those particular journal articles, that we can say that G index. Most of the people how you can say that H index and Z index, G index is nothing but greater than H. how many people are cited these particular manuscripts, that we can say that G index. And G index also we can say that highest number of people or highest number of people cited article, that we can say topmost article we can consider G2 index journal. I10 is nothing but the 10 citations will come to those particular document or those particular manuscripts, author written manuscripts, that we can say that I10 indexes. These I10 indexes will provide from the Google Scholar Index, but H index already I told you the person 𝗳𝗧 in the year of 2005. This is the difference between these three.
Yes, sir. Dr. Ravi Kumar sir, can you explain about what are the predatory journals?
Okay, predatory means nowadays everyone says that our article is going to publish or published standard journals, 𝗳𝗧 care journals and Scopus indexed, and many things they are going to say that. And a predatory is nothing but the, we can say that fraudulent journals. That means their particular intention itself, they will publish their articles. They publish their articles in various academic journals. But thing is, there is no quality for those particular quality for those journals. There is no quality for that we can say that it's not exactly right word, even though we should use for that fake editorial boards and fake websites, and we can say that that's what I say that fraudulent journals, we can say that these are those particular the organizations is having specific fake editorial policies, and there is no quality of work, there is no quality of research, there is no quality of output and all those things. And finally, whether these particular we can say that as of now 8,000 journals we are having as of now, as per the UGC norms. They said 8,000 journals, they find out these particular journals are having predatory journals. And we can say that sometimes cloned journals. What it is cloned journals? You take example of the Indian Journal of Library Science. He is having a care journals or Scopus index, or you take example Malaysian Journal of Library Information Science. It is having a Scopus indexed, but the same type of styles and cover pages and ISSN and same thing, same will be they will prepare one particular website and all those things. They are asking that continuously they will call us. They continuously they will sending a messages via social medias like mails and WhatsApp and all those things. Why didn't you publish? Because you supposed to publish in a Malaysian Journal of Library Information Science, because it will take 6 to 1 year time, and also they will ask again and again sending the reports. You should correct it. This particular area reports are not good, methodology is not good, and this criteria is not good, scope of the study is very less. They will send it back. But these particular cloned journals, what happened? Whatever the money, whatever the money you are going to they are going to offer, and we are ready to pay for that, and they will collect the levy cess from the authors and all those things. See, there especially we can say that the predatory journals owners, or we can say that institutions, organization intention itself collecting the money, not academic integrity, not academic honesty. There is no accountability for that. Their intention itself in a profit for collecting the fees, collecting the levy from the authors and all those things. They will finally that they will finally call the scholars and a faculty member, they will feel that my particular journal is having a good this is particular my journal is having good impact factor, or this particular journal is having a Scopus index, this particular document is having a so and so, they will give the and all those things. But finally this is whether this particular document is having standard or not, where you are going to check it. And now that Scopus index will be there, Web of Science index will be there. Earlier we used to 𝗳𝗍 𝗺𝗽, it is there. Yes. Of course it is not there, but we can check it. This particular journal is predatory journals or not. This particular document is having cloned journals, and all those things we can check it from the various sources.
Yes, sir. Is there any impact or effectiveness of artificial intelligence on publication and research?
Yeah, obviously, see, artificial, whatever the information communication technology, it will impact on any subject. It comes to the library and information science, especially in the academia. What happened, latest technology, whatever the latest technology will come into the picture, obviously we should adapt it, and we have to apply in the field of technology, in the field of teaching, in the field of learning, in the field of research also. Yes. You take example of the AI, whatever artificial intelligence. We are taking the classes, most of the faculty members are using AI tools for the taking the classes and signing their evaluation reports, and all those things they are in various AI tools. And come to the learning. See, whatever the assignment which offered or which given by the faculty members, most of the students what they will follow, see, people will getting the information from the ChatGPT, DeepSeek, and we can say that like Grok, Perplexity, Gemini AI, and various tools which are free, they are getting the information from these particular sources. Learning area. Research, you can take the research Rabbit, it is there, and Perplexity it is there. And there are many Gemini also it is there, because how we suppose you take small information, I'll tell you, because I'm a layman, I don't know about how to write an article, how to write a research paper, that we can ask the Gemini or Research Rabbit or whatever it may be, or AI tools, because I don't know about those particular information, but I am interested to do the research or prepare a document on this particular document, give some information on those particular, it will give the title, and it will give the whatever the you are going to ask, like objectives you will ask, it will give us, depends on your title. And reference style, what are the latest reference style, they will give you. But whatever the asking, that we can say then prompt, whatever the prompt which you are going to give to those particular AI, definitely it will give us, and it will take less time. That's the main intention. Whatever the information communication technology, why we are adapting means, in any field means less time, it will get more information. But it will be drawbacks also, it will be there, because whatever the AI which they are giving, they are providing the information, not all is correct. We have to check whether this particular information is correct or not. Compare with the your teacher, your faculty member, or compare with the research methodology book, or teaching or learning books, or whatever it may be, or projects, or whatever it may be. We can compare it, then only you will finalize, then you can utilize the sources of the information from the AI.
Okay, sir, according to your statement, using AI for research and publication, benefits are there, same time drawbacks also are there.
Yes.
So, Nagaraju sir, can you just tell me about what is the impact of plagiarism on fair use?
Fair use is always impactful in research and publications. So every time complete session we are discussing with the fair use only. So integrity, accuracy are highly important. Honesty, these are the very important in the fair use of the published resources. So,
and see, here I want to add one more thing, because fair use nothing but the whether those particular document, as of now what we discussed, the research which is going to published as per the norms or not. Fair use is nothing but the honesty of the information. You are not taking, or you are not copying, you are not paraphrasing, you are not direct copying or indirect copying or self-plagiarism, whatever it may be. You are producing a document in the proper way, and simultaneously you are taking the information from the others in a systematic way, that we can say that fair use of the information. That is the intention.
Yes, sir. By getting permission from the author, we can use some of the source, some of the information to our newly publishing document or book or manuscript.
Yeah, that's what we have to give some acknowledge to those particular those particular person, or respect to those particular document, or citing those particular information where we are taking. That means here obviously directly or indirectly it will give us respect to the original author, that we can say that citing the information.
Yes, sir. Can you tell about which type of social media platforms are useful for the publication or publications advertisement for the academic research and academic publications?
See, all social media, what it is actually, it is a marketing of the information, or marketing, or we can say that not exactly advertising, we can say that. Whatever the works which we are doing in our institution, or whatever the works which are produced from my side, whatever the scientific innovations are invented from my side, which we are going to publicize. That means will give information to know all the people of those particular domain, or those particular discipline, or those particular area. He or she want to know the information of his particular work. They are advertising with the social media. See, you take example of the LinkedIn, or Twitter, or we can say that that Facebook, WhatsApp, and all those things. Social media is help us. Youth, we can say exactly that. Gen Z people, most of the people, they are concentrating on Insta and Reels and all those things. See, because people are not interested to spare more time to listen, more time to hear, more time to read and all those things. So, whatever the information we have to conclude in the limited period, 5 minutes or 1 minute or 2 minutes, whatever the information which we are going to, in brief gist, we can say the Gen Z people are going to accept it.
ఈరోజు ఈ ఒకటి టెలికాన్ఫరెన్స్కి వక్తలుగా వచ్చేసినటువంటి డాక్టర్ రవికుమార్ గారికి, డాక్టర్ నాగరాజు గారికి, అలాగే సహకరించినటువంటి ఈఎంఆర్సి అండ్ సిబ్బంది, లైవ్లో జాయిన్ అయినటువంటి BLS and M.LISc students and research scholars and other LIS professionals and other teaching faculty scholars, andarki kuda thank you very much. We will meet again in another teleconference. Thank you.